Hello, welcome back to Dine with Joki Dongo's channel. This is where we do family recipes that are friendly and enjoyable to do in our kitchen. And today we're going to shoot from my friend's kitchen. She's called Millicent. We say thank you. And I'm going to directly start by heating our oven because we're going to be baking today. So, So I'm going to start by preheating our oven, and we're going to set it at 180 because for this one it does not have a specific 175 or 170. Normally I preheat it on 170. And then I'm going to introduce the ingredients of the day. We have our carrot, 3/4 cup. We have 2 tablespoons of flour, wheat flour, that I'm going to use in dusting our containers together with this. Then we have our 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of salt, and then 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Then we have our 8 large eggs. This is supposed to be equivalent to 500 grams of eggs. Then we have our margarine. It's 3/4 of cup. Then we have our tablespoon of vanilla essence, and we have 1 cup of oil. Then I have my milk here, which I'm not going to use all of it. I'm going to slightly use 200 or 150 grams ml of oil. Then we have 500 grams of wheat flour and 350 grams of sugar. Then these are our containers that we're going to use baking, and I'm actually going to work on them so that I can spread the margarine to all parts. I'm supposed to do this with my hands, so I always insist on cleanliness of your hands when you're cooking. They should be clean. So I'm spreading it. To all corners so that our cake does not stick anywhere. Yeah, this is the trick behind ensuring that your cake is even by the time you're removing it from the oven. And from there, spreading the rest to this one. Then from this stage, I'm going to excess. I'm going to dust them with the flour, all sides, every part. Seems like it was not enough. The reason why I'm baking with 2 tins, it's because I want to show you how easy it is to decorate your simple cake at home for your child's birthday, or when you want to make a very beautiful and presentable dessert to your family or your family friends who are coming over. You'll put a burger points. So we're just going to do it simply, the easiest way, without consuming a lot of time. So the excess I'm going to put it in the sink, and then I'm going to store them in our fridge to ensure that it is stick completely for enough time before we start mixing our other ingredients. So we're going to shift our 500 grams of flour. This is how you ensure that your cake is going to be well aerated, and you're not going to have those particles that are so hard. Maybe you flour add some water, etc. So we normally do like this. This recipe actually is a school taught. I've not worked on it at all. It's how I was taught. The reason why we're doing this, you should mix all your dry ingredients together. So we're going to add all our sugar, cinnamon, salt together, and carrots, also red particles, and then liquids. We're going to mix them separately. Then after they intermarry or they marry completely, that's when you're going to mix our batter, and it will be ready to be baked. Sorry. That is the cinnamon.
Ngoja kuache kuongewa sana.
Endeni nje nyinyi wote. Ingredients, and it seems like our baking powder had formed some particles, so my hands need to intervene. That way. So I've been adding the cinnamon, baking powder, and salt, and we're done. These are the residue, and you can't add them there. So to the next. So we are now going to add our carrots here. To ensure that they completely get incorporated. So you can use this, and you can as well use this mwiko. Still doable. You can use your spoons, anything, as long as you can mix your ingredients and get that yummy cake. So I'm going to use the same bowl to mix our eggs, as I'm trying to see whether it's still viable. Yeah. At this stage you need to be so careful, because an egg can be spoiled, and if you mix them, it might mix, and then you have to waste everything. So you have to be so careful. You should first of all look at what you will add into the rest, and also we'll opt to use yellow, to only use the white egg, and throw away or use it somewhere else. If you're not okay with the mixing all eggs, you can use a bowl like this. You first of all see how each egg is like before you mix it with the rest, and then I'm going to add our vanilla essence to it. Then I'm going to mix this with our sugar. Added everything. of which I insist you still can use mwiko or a spoon. But probably if you can't afford to have a hand mixer, you can own these. It's not too expensive. You can even get it with 100 bob. It will help your ingredients to mix properly. It is compared to using your mwiko. And then with time, I'm going to add our oil. Bits by bits, and then our margarine. I'm going to add here. See? Sure that you have incorporated everything here. It's pretty. Then we're going to use our margarine. So we're going to add our solid ingredients in bits by bits. If you have measured your ingredients correctly, it will be so easy for you to make this batter. So you should always follow the recipe that you're using to make your life easier with baking. Among the most sensitive recipes that I know are any recipe that is filled with mayonnaise and this. Then again you can go around and still get a little bit of milk. Because I think our cake is ready now, but we need to get that consistent flour. So So I think our recipe is ready. I want to demonstrate how you can tell whether you are. You see, it's ready. It's going to mess us. So we're going to put our butter into our containers, the baking tins, not containers. But I'm going to add some few Oreo biscuits. forgot to buy our chocolate by Bits today. So we're only going to garnish our cake with what we have, and that was Oreo biscuits. So we're going to put it in our heated oven for 45 to 50 minutes. It all depends with the heat in your oven. Oh, sour now. Sour. We're going to give it enough time. Yeah. For you to ensure that you get the best cake that is fully cooked, you should stop. You should avoid opening your oven now and then. Give it some time. Like, at least have a look at it at maybe allowed 40 minutes or 35 minutes. That's the time that you're supposed to look whether it's still cooking. That is if you have set the right temperature of heat that is in your oven. Everything is constant, according to how you're supposed to cook. And then I want to say thank you to those people who have come back to have a look at our recipes, to come and like, comment, subscribing. Tell a friend that you're doing family recipes that are friendly and enjoyable to do in your kitchen. And asanteni sana. Watch until the end. Bye until it's ready. So here are my two cakes. Too unfortunate that they were not flat in front, on top, but it has a good shape. You just shape it. Then we have our other cake, also ready, and I'll demonstrate how it is inside. So I want to cut it in a way that you can present it as a dessert to your friends. We're using this normal knife. Yes, Mama. Anachunana. Shachapa, yes, Sana. Yes, I'm coming. So you can put it like that. You can hear, honey. So you can use a fruit of your choice to decorate. Yes. It's just a simple way of adding it to your work of baking. So easy, you don't need any skill to do this, you just need to be creative a little bit, and then you can, it's going to act like a syrup. It's ready. Then I'm going to show you the next one using this one. So the next one, I'm not going to add any icing sugar. I'm only going to add our honey to it because we don't want to add another sugar. This honey is a healthy sugar. So I'm only doing this because I want it to be so easy and enjoyable for everyone to enjoy making their cakes for the family and for their guests. This is a simple dessert that you can make in less than an hour because you actually don't need to wait for your cake to cool down. Then include our orange. The decoration is our strawberry. Who cannot do this? Who? Jafanya magic. You can use any type of fruit, any snack that will give you the right color that will be so appealing to your eyes and to your visitors. Your dessert is ready. Karibuni. If you love our work or our recipes, kindly let your friends and family members know so that we can continue growing as we grow together. And comment, leave a positive comment, criticize where necessary and constructively, and let's keep in touch. Let me know how we should do it, or how you may wish us to continue doing this vlogging, and I'll be so grateful. Thank you so much for watching till the end.